Thank you for listening to our lessons from our daily Bible reading. The lesson today is Heads or Tails from Deuteronomy 26 through 28. Whenever I was a kid growing up, we'd be outside at night and we'd play all sorts of different things. And whenever we had quite a few of us together, we would play a little game called Crack the Whip. And what you did, you had a line of kids and everybody held hand to hand. Well, the leader, the head, he would run and turn in different ways, and all of those behind would, of course, have to follow. Well, whenever you got to the tail, if you were that one, whenever the turn was finally made, you just went a flying. You always wanted to make sure that you were the head and not the tail. In Friday's reading, I noticed in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, in verse 13, there, and speaking of the blessings for obedience, and then after that, he talks about the curses for disobedience. But he talked about in verse 13, he says, "Now the Lord shall make thee the head and not the tail. Thou shalt be above only, thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord thy God, which I command thee this day, and observe and do them." In other words, he said, you need to be leaders. You're going into a land in which there's a lot of struggles, and you can be tossed around by the things of the world, or you can be the head if you obey the Lord. Well, you think about us today, as children of God, we need leaders. We need individuals who will stand forth. We need women who will stand up and teach, as we're told in Titus, the 2nd chapter. Older women teach the younger women. Leaders, the head. We need individuals who will stand up in their families, Ephesians, the 6th chapter, and command their children. Children need to obey, but they've got to be commanded first. Need mothers and fathers who obey the Lord and are the heads. We need men who will be the head of the home, as spoken of in Ephesians 5. We need them to be the leaders, not the tails. You look, and all through our lives, we realize the necessity of having leaders. God says to you and I, as children of God, just as he did in old times, he said, "I'll make you the head, not the tail. But the condition is you hearken unto the commandments of the Lord." It's a great way. You're not tossed around by every sleight and cunningness of men wherein they lie in wait to deceive, but you have that word guiding you, and you become the head. So you look at your life, I look at mine, and I say, okay, what is it? Heads or tails? I don't want to be drug around. I want to lead, and I want to lead in the right way. So you go forth today. You have a great day, and you'll make a difference, because you can be the head and not the tail if you obey God's commands. Thank you for listening. Thank you again for joining us in this Bible study. We remind you, if you'd like to follow along in our daily Bible reading, the link below in the description of this video will give you the PDF so you can read right along with us. If you have any other questions, or if you'd like information on a Bible study, contact us with the information provided on the screen before you.